Hi, welcome to myhealthyhouse.com, your homepage for home maintenance, improvements, and repairs. I'm Doyle Williamson. After inspecting thousands of homes, we've found that most homes aren't in optimal condition. Most importantly, homeowners today simply don't know how to give their homes enough love. So we've developed this video series to help those homeowners maintain, repair, and improve their homes.
The water disconnects are usually located next to the meter in most cases. The meter is the great big round cast iron lid that you see on the corners of most properties. In this case, there's a smaller lid missing here over the owner's side water shutoff. And oftentimes these get full of materials that kind of prevent access to the water shutoff handle. If you look down inside there, you can see there is a water shutoff handle. It's buried. This is a gate valve. This is the kind of valve that you have to crank all the way down to the closed position. These things are pretty much worthless after about 15 years. They tend to leak or seize up, and then you can't even operate them. This one needs to have the soil excavated out so that it can at least be accessible. But most importantly, I would change it out with a ball valve. This is the meter area where the meter is read from, and if you'll look real closely, there's a little black triangle. If you watch that little black triangle long enough, you can see whether or not minute amounts of water are passing through the meter. We've been watching this one for a few seconds and it looks like it's fairly stable, so it looks like there's no small leaks. Also, the utility side water shutoff is located inside the meter box. Really not supposed to be in here. This is owned by the utility company, but you can reach down in this area with a wrench or a special tool to turn off the water if necessary in case of emergency. The electrical disconnects are usually located outdoors as well. The reason the main disconnects are located outdoors is primarily because if there's an emergency and the fire department needs to get into the house to put out a fire to save someone, in the case of a fire, they want to make sure there are no live electrical wires and the gas has been turned off. So in most cases they will turn the gas and electric off. There is a latch on most exterior electrical panels that allows the homeowners to put a lock on it, which is fine. Generally the kids in the neighborhood aren't the ones that come by and flip these things off, but some people feel it's important to lock them out. So in this case you don't have a main disconnect, which would be here. If you have more than 6 throws on a main panel, you're required to have a main disconnect. You have 1, this is 2 because it's bound together with a trip tie, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This should have a main disconnect. With that, you've got your meter. This is one of the newer meters that basically reads itself. It sends the signal with the readings ever so often back to the utility company to pay the bill, or to mark the bill to be paid based on the number of kilowatt hours used. The third, and in some cases optional, utility disconnect is going to be for the gas meter. This is a natural gas system. Other homes will have oil, gas, fuel, propane gas. Natural gas is generally provided by a utility company as opposed to a tank system like the other two. Now in this case we've got the meter, which is here, and then we've got the piece that goes into the house. The utility company system comes up from the ground. And so coming up from the ground is where the shutoff valve is located. And this one's actually been damaged because there's usually a hole here that lines up with this hole. When this is turned at a 90-degree angle this direction, the holes line up and a pin goes through, and that's where the utility company can lock out this shutoff so the homeowner cannot turn it back on. Anytime you have a ball valve, which is this case, the handle of the valve, if it's parallel with the pipe, is generally in the on position. Perpendicular would be in the off position. This is the gas pressure regulator that keeps the gas pressure to a certain pounds per square inch. And this nut right here, it's always good to know, this is actually called the demarcation point, where the ownership of the system becomes the homeowner's side at this point. The meter itself is the ownership of the meter is the utility company.
We're happy you found our video series and we hope you find it useful. Don't forget to visit myhealthyhouse.com and register your house for a free profile. By creating a profile, you'll be kept up to date on maintenance notices, green improvement ideas, and conservation tips based on your home's characteristics. You can also find contractors your community relies on. Get registered and make your house the best it can be. I'm Dwell Williamson.